12th class for economics. Now this I will read from NCERT. These are the sources of data on unemployment. Number one, that is number one is that is reports on Census of India. Second, National Sample Survey Organizations, which gives a report of employment and unemployment situation, and Directorate General of Employment and Training data on registration with Employment Exchange. So data available with Employment Exchange of unemployed people, because they used to go over there and register their data over there. Though they provide different estimates of unemployment, they do provide us with the attributes of the unemployed and variety of unemployment prevailing in our country. So these type of data given by these authority. Do we have different types of unemployment in our economy? The situation described in the first para of this section is called open unemployment. That is, and for open unemployment, I will read from this. Many in the rural area do not go out and ask for a job but stay home when there is no work. Some go to the employment exchange and register themselves for vacancies notified through employment exchange. NSSO defines unemployment as a situation in which all those who, owing to lack of work, are not working but either see work through employment exchanges, intermediaries, friends or relatives, or by making application to the prospective employers, or express their willingness or availability for work under the prevailing condition of work and remuneration. And there are variety of ways by which unemployed person is identified. So what is the negative part in the case of unemployment? Unemployment means the inefficient utilization of human resources, lower production and lower standard of living of people. So definitely if you are not having money, then your all the standard will be decreased in terms of production or in terms of standard of living. Now besides reducing the standard of living, unemployment also adversely affect the moral of the workers and undermine his self-confidence. Definitely when you are not getting any work, then definitely your moral values will be comparatively down and self-confidence will be decreased. Now if you are not having job for a longer time, then the worker who are not getting job, they may lose their skill and work habits, and that may become him, and that person who is not getting job, he may become unemployable. So because he is no longer having the habits and lost the skill, so it means that it's difficult for him to do the job now, and he become unemployable in this case. Now employment is a temporary even in India, but in the case of India, where people are not people are not given so much benefit from the side of government, so they definitely here they have to do some work for their family and for themselves, whether it is pleasant to them or not, or even many dangerous type of job undertaken by the Indian people who are not getting job proper. Now the source of unemployment data, who has given the unemployment data, that's just we read from the NCERT. That is report of Census of India. Population census collect the report on all the economic activity of people, and National Sample Survey Organization. National Sample Survey Organization also gives the data time to time regarding employment and unemployment. Then next is the Directorate General of Unemployment and Training. So they are also giving the data regarding the structure of employment, occupational composition and educational profile of the people or the employees. Now what is the structure of employment means? What it is organized or unorganized, people are working in organized or unorganized source of employment, or occupational composition, how much people are self-employed, casual, or they are regular salaried, and educational profile of employees means what type of education they are carrying. So all these related to the data given by the Directorate General of Employment and Training. Now all the three sources of data give basically different estimates of unemployment and gives the what type of unemployment prevailing in any of the country. Now types of unemployment in India, there are basically three types have been discussed: disguised unemployment, seasonal unemployment, and open unemployment. So well, disguised unemployment is the employment where people are working in some work where they are not no more required, and in which means that more than the required people are working for the same work, and This is a data revealed in the late 1950s. About one third of the agricultural workers in India were disguised unemployed. So this is a very important data that can be asked, because this is the positive economics. So this such type of data can be asked. Now the main problem of disguised unemployment is that it seems that they are working but they are not working, and their marginal productivity of the surplus labor is also zero, and contribution of extra workforce is zero if no decrease in production if they leave the job in this case. Now seasonal unemployment, this type of unemployment found in the case of season, because crop the economic activity going on in the crops or farming, they are seasonal, they are not all time. Like it has been said that there is no employment opportunities in all the season in the case of agriculture. So people of this particular agriculture area go to urban area for finding the job, especially when the season is not there for farming. And now the seasonal employment varies from state to state, definitely, and it depends upon the method of farming, condition of soil, and many other more things. Now this is open unemployment, that is open unemployment in which people are able and willing to work at the prevailing wage rate, but they are not getting the work at that rate. So it is open unemployment. Such employment can be seen in any. So when the people are not getting any type of work, they are sitting idle, that is open unemployment. And disguise this, it seems like they are working, but they are not contributing anything to the production. Now there's very easy question for you, that is the causes of unemployment. That the main causes of unemployment in India, basically slow rate of economic growth. So the rate of economic growth is very slow. Growth rate increases, that means production of goods and services also increases with the employment opportunities also in the same way. So GDP growth must be geared up, and so that they can gear up the employment opportunities for the people and for the labor force. Population explosion, that is one of the main reason. Although employment opportunity has been given, but the population has been increased in the double way. So in this way, it's very difficult to provide or create employment opportunities for all the years, because population also has been increased in the same way. Now underdeveloped agriculture, this is one of the main reasons, that heavy pressure of the population on land and the agriculture operations, and so there is a large amount of rural unemployment, and that prevailed in the country. There should be upgradation of agriculture and all the allied activities in the rural area. Defective education system, so that is one of the reason, that the prevailing education system, whatever is there, that is defective, which has been changed also, as you have just noticed, declared by the government. There is a need of technical and vocational education over there, and so that educated people will get skill also with the education, and they can do any work and earn as well. Now slow growth of industry, so there is a slow growth of industry definitely give employment to the people, and due to shortage of capital, lack of modern and advanced technology, industrial sector definitely is not developed up to the extent it has been required in the country like India. Now a decline of cottage and small scale industry, so this is one of the main you can say a plus point from the point of view of India. India got the second position in the case of this cottage industry. There are basically traditional villages, and cottage industry has been declined over year to year. So that is the main reason, and that is due to the demand of the product made by the modern industry. So government should do work for this, because this industry is providing employment opportunities, especially in rural areas. Now faulty planning, now the fault has been also find out in the planning, so that is why Niti Aayog has been formed with this, and that has been also blamed that the plans made by the government in all the 5 years, that has not been achieved, and definitely the plans have been made after 5 years for the development of the country, but that has not achieved so well. So for the planning authority, it has been always suggested that employment opportunities should always be opened up, because this is the country which is having the increasing trend of population. So definitely planning opportunities also be given by the government in the, you can say in a multiple way to the people of India. In terms of 5-year plans, that it has been also blamed that no more emphasis given for the employment opportunities that is to be created in India. So that is why it should be there. Now low capital formation. Low capital formation definitely hamper the growth of industrial sector and agriculture sector, because capital is the main thing which is required over there. So from the government side, more capital has been required for the capital formation, but that is not invested by the government to the extent it is required in this way also. Now remedial measure for unemployment, that is definitely what are the causes, you have to rectify all that. Accelerating the growth rate of GDP, definitely when goods and services have been produced in a speedy way, so that will accelerate the growth of employment also. And that has been given that growth rate of GDP between 8 and 9% are needed over the next 10 years if you want to grow the employment situation, or rectify the unemployment situation in the country. Now the control of population growth, that is also very important because additional opportunities given by the government, opened up by the government, but with the same increase in the population, that has not become very effective. So now development of agriculture sector. Agriculture sector should be developed because that is the main source, and there is need to upgrade the agriculture sector, agricultural revolution technique, and all the reforms and laws, irrigation facilities, and all the allied activities also required in the agriculture sector, so that more employment opportunities can be given over there. As you know, there is a seasonal crop over there, so definitely more employment opportunities have been opened up by the government over there. Now encouragement to small scale enterprises. So this is the encouragement to small scale enterprises by giving them money or finance or technical training, raw material and other facilities, so that it will give more employment opportunities to other people also, and people become entrepreneur. Now improvement in the infrastructure, that is also required in the terms of health, education, electricity, road, irrigation, are all type of benefits given by the government to the public. So all these infrastructure facilities should be improved and accessible to the common people. Special employment programs. A special employment program must be run because employment itself is a solution for all the economic problem or social problem arise in the economy. Now improvement of employment exchanges also, because the people used to go over there, but they are not getting that much help from that employment exchange. So employment exchange, all the information of that is the employment exchange, and all the help that should be given from the side of employment exchange to the public, that should be more improved, and that should be also related with the updated data. So creation of the self employment opportunities, so that is very important. Creation of self employment opportunity is very important aspect. That training part, finance part, marketing, and all these things should be improved, so that self employment opportunities can be emphasized much. Self employment opportunities definitely give employment to other people also. Reforms of education system, so that is also very required, that reform of education system should be there. People are educated but they are not skillful, so many vocational courses should be introduced with correct theme, and will definitely give the skill to be developed among the students, so that they can do work also and they can earn well. Manpower planning should be there because it's a country of youth, so manpower planning is very much important over there. Different professional courses should be determined, and more of employment opportunities should be given in the terms of planning to all this increased population. And this I will read from this NCERT, that government and employment generation. So you may recall about the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005. This is very important act which gives the 100 days of guaranteed wage employment to all the rural household who volunteer to do unskilled manual work. So this scheme is one of the many measures government implement to generate employment for those who are in need of job, especially in rural area. So it was considered as a successful scheme over there. Now since independence, the union and the state government also plan a very important role in generating employments or creating opportunities for employment generation. So the both the government, state or central, they are giving and they are doing for that. Now their efforts can be broadly categorized into direct and indirect So their efforts are there with direct and indirect both the ways. In the first category, as you have seen in the preceding section, government employs people in various departments for administrative purpose. So that is also emphasis over there, that government is giving employment opportunities in their own departments, and it also run industry, hotel, transport companies, and has provide employment directly to the workers. When output of goods and services from the government enterprises increases, then the private enterprises which receive raw material from government enterprises will also raise their output and has increased the number of employment opportunities in the economy. For example, when a government-owned steel company increases its output, and it will result in the direct increase in the employment in the government company. So that has been says that in the government department or the private enterprises, they both are giving employment opportunities to the people. In this way, simultaneously, private companies which purchase steel from it will also give the increase their output and thus employment. This is the indirect generation of employment opportunities by the government initiative in the economy. So government is providing raw material to the private, and then private is running an industry or factory, and they are giving employment opportunities, which is known as the indirect generation of employment opportunities by the government. Now in chapter 4, you would have noticed that many programs that the government implement aimed at elevating the poverty as through the employment generation, they are also known as employment generation programs. Now all these programs aims at providing not only employment but also services in areas such as primary health, primary education, rural drinking water, nutrition, assistance for people to buy income and employment generating asset, and development of community asset by generating wage employment, construction houses and sanitation, and then assistance for construction houses, laying of rural roads, development of wastelands and degraded lands. So all these type of work carried on by the government and giving employment opportunities to the people by working over there. Now the conclusion part is very important, especially critical appraisal is there. When they are saying that critical appraisal, critically comment on the give critical comment on this government and their employment generation scheme, then conclusion part is very important, because here all the mixed type of views can be given over there in a positive and negative both way. So but in the case of critical appraisal, many more emphasis should be on the negative. So there has been a change in the structure of workforce in India, and it has been said that newly emerging job was found in the service sector, means tertiary sector only, and the expansion of service sector and the advent of high technology now frequently permit the high competitive existence for efficient small scale and often individual enterprises or specialized workers side by side with the multinationals. So they are also giving that multinational corporation also giving the employment opportunities, and outsourcing of work is becoming a very common practice. It means getting your work done with others, and that now the payment for that, it is the outsourcing. It means that big firm finds it profitable to close down some of its special department and get the work done with some other some other industry or some other agency. So customer services and hand over the large number of small piecemeal job to very small enterprises. Like in the case of car company, all the parts of car has not been manufactured in the same industry. The piecework, or you can say job work, has been given to this very small industries over there, and they used to get the work done for these large multinational corporation, and provide the product as per the specification given by these industries to these small scale industries. So that means with one multinational corporation, there are many small enterprises over there which are supporting that industry for the product and or providing services, different type of services in the course of outsourcing to them. Now small enterprises and specialist individuals, sometimes situated even in the other countries also, you can get the work done from the people in the other countries also. That is also outsourcing. The traditional notion of the modern factory or office as a result, which has been altering in such a way that many the home is becoming the workplace. So all of this change has gone in favor of the individual worker, and the nature of employment has become more informal and with other limited and availability of social security measures to the workers. Definitely the good salary has been given, but the more work with the more working hours, that has been over there. In the last 2 decades, there has been rapid growth in the GDP, definitely, but without the stimulus, simultaneous increase in employment opportunities, and this has forced the government to take up initiative in generating employment opportunities, particularly in the rural areas. In rural areas, many allied activities like beekeeping, or dairy industry, or fishing, and all other should be there. Food processing industry can be opened up over there, so provide giving more employment opportunities in case of agriculture or rural area, because there disguised unemployment is one of the major problem over there. So two type of things are introduced in over there. That is from your Sandeep Garg book. That is direct employment and indirect employment. So direct employment, that has been given by the government by giving the jobs in their own departments, and indirect unemployment, that has been the job opportunities given by the government indirectly by giving or supplying or making the policy so that private entrepreneur also grow up with the economy. Now, employment generation program, that has been pointed out, the main program, that is National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005. This was considered as a major success. So Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana and Swan Jayanti Shahri Rozgar Yojana, all these programs have been initiated by the government, and they are considered as a successful program. The government aims to alleviate the definitely poverty and by these programs, and these programs provide the all type of employment opportunities in health, education, and all the other sectors. Now these program helps also to assist people in income and employment opportunities, and also develop the countries, and also with the good services given by the country to the people in all the terms. Conclusion part is there. I told you that critical appraisal, if critical appraisal come over there, then definitely that is very important conclusion part, and that is given in the heading. That is very good for you. So service sector, that is emerging as a prospective employer. Definitely service sector is giving more employment opportunities to the people. Technological advancement definitely is there with the advancement in the IT sector, that is giving the more employment opportunities, especially in the case of multinational corporation. Outsourcing of work is also very important, because big industry is giving the work or piece work to the small industries, and get the job work done from the small scale industry, and work at home. That is also another prospect, that due to change in the work method, now common practice for the many people to work from their home even. Banking also, if in the case of when the bank is having lots of you can say work over there, even then they are giving the work at home to the people also for getting their work done, like opening account, that has been given to the private agencies, and many other work giving as a job work to the people, and they are working at home. More employment in informal sector. So in the informal sector, more employment is definitely available, and which is not good for the employees. So next, growth in GDP, but there is no growth in the employment opportunities equally. Definitely growth of GDP in the last 2 decades, there is a growth of GDP is there, but with the you can say, but the employment opportunity is not increased up to that extent, so that you can say jobless growth even. So there should be 8 to 9% increase in GDP required if you want to increase the employment opportunities in the country like India, especially in the rural areas. So that is all with your chapter.